This video explains the while loop in a C programming statement. Now in this slide, you'll see that there's a starting of the program, and it has a variable which is being initialized and followed by a condition. Okay, this is one of the key point of a loop. They must have a condition to check whether the condition is true or not. So in this case, is the counter greater than 5? If it's true, you will execute the statement in the loop, which is this statement here, followed by this statement. After the statements have been executed, it will go back and check the condition again to see if it's true or false. If it's true, you execute the statement in the loop again and check the condition again. And you will keep on going like this. That's why it's called a loop. You will keep on executing until this condition return a false. So when it's false, you will execute the rest of the program and you will end. So let's look at the syntax of the program. Now over here we have a while loop, which is being shown here. And in this while loop, you must first have this command called while, and the condition inside the bracket followed by the condition. This is the same syntax as the condition in the if loop, the conditional statement. So in this case, it's checking if the variable called counter is the value greater than 5. Only if this condition is true will the statement within this curly bracket be executed. So in this case are these two statements. But if the condition returns a false, if it's false, it will immediately jump to this statement. So you will go in a linear fashion. You will check condition. If it's true, next you will execute this statement. Then you will execute this statement. And this says is the end of the while loop. That's why you will jump back to the beginning of the while loop again and recheck the condition. If the condition is true, you will execute this statement again, followed by this, and then it will jump back to the beginning of the while loop and check the condition again. And it will keep on looping until the condition return a false. Now one key thing to note about while loop is there are three kind of statements that must be in the loop. First is that there must be a variable and you must initialize a value for the variable. In this case, the variable we use in this example is counter, and it has been initialized to 0. And then the next statement that you must have is to use the variable in the condition of the while loop. So first you initialize the counter and then you check the value of the counter to make sure that it meets the condition. So if the condition is true, then you execute the things inside. And the third statement is that the variable that you use, the value must be changed. It must be changed. If it's not been changed, then whatever this condition, if it's true, it will remain true forever, and you will go into what they call the infinite loop. The program will not end. Then you will have a problem. So you will need the counter, the value of the counter to change inside the loop itself. So in this case, I increment the counter value by 1, and then it comes back here. So in the next loop, when you check the counter become 1. So is 1 less than 5? It's true, right? It's less than 5. So you need to execute the 2 statement again. The next time you come here, the counter will become 2. And you check, is 2 less than 5? If this. And you go on until increment the counter to become 5. So when the counter is 5, is 5 less than 5? It's not. So when it's not, it will jump and the program will end. That's all for this video. Thank you for listening.